Several years ago, in the fall of 2015, there was a young adult gathering here at the church, and on a Saturday evening, young adults from throughout the Diocese of Harrisburg came here. There was one young man who was in a motorized wheelchair, and he had to use the restroom, and we had no handicap restroom to easily offer him. That Sunday evening, the next day, I said to my secretary, we have to do something to make sure that our church is accessible for people of all ages.
The entire project was birthed out of the need for St. Mary's to accomplish two things. Number one, handicap accessibility in both buildings from a common area. They did not have that. This atrium addresses ADA accessibility. The other piece of it that was perhaps more of a maintenance issue, the buildings run east-west. Consequently, snow and rain would collect in this atrium, which at that time was an alleyway. And that was beginning to cause problems to the existing structures. So St. Mary's identified the problem, earmarked the necessary money, and put the right team together to be able to figure it out.
York is a very traditional town, and our parish is a very traditional parish. And so one of the first challenges is, why do we need to fix this? This is the way it's always been. And so we have to surmount that hurdle. We had to be able to show to the parishioners, the people who come to church here, what the possibilities are if we do this project.
One of the most challenging aspects of this project was designing the space in order to accommodate the different existing openings and the existing facades. The space has 3 different roof heights. It has multiple areas of angled windows, and although it may appear that these are architectural features, the angles in the windows and the location of the roof heights is really to avoid existing architectural features within the facades. The other challenge was that the column grid here is anything but regular. That was also due to existing building footings and how these existing buildings interface with each other on this alleyway.
This was not a cookie-cutter new construction project. This had challenges from day one, from footer locations to old foundations to all components of it, and the city really walked along with us on it.
We have a very vibrant congregation. We have lots of elderly, but we have lots of young people and young families. And so we had to look at a multi-pronged solution, which was safety, security, accessibility, and especially planning for the future.
What was neat to see was how St. Mary's was very willing to work with us in something that totally disrupted their entire organization. I mean, we're in the middle of what they're doing. They have 900 plus people show up here on a Sunday. This place gets busy and it gets full, and we shut down like 3 of their major entrances.
Part of what we liked about Campbell, what our lay team liked about Campbell, was their experience in working with churches and understanding that a church had to keep being used as a church despite being in a construction zone. And so I think a word with Campbell would be flexible. They were very flexible with what we needed to do here at St. Mary's and what we understood what they needed to do in order to get this project done.